Hello everyone, today I would like to read out the first chapter titled The Train from my manuscript When I Met My Grandfather. What you're about to hear is a story inspired by memories and imagination. Some moments may feel real, some may feel unsettling. Listener discretion is advised. I'd like to read out the story. Some journeys are not just about reaching a destination, they stay with you long after the journey ends. My visits to my native village in Kerala, a small remote place wrapped in greenery, was something I always looked forward to. But it wasn't just a destination that excited me, it was a journey itself. I still remember those train rides, and more than anything, I remember my mother's lunch boxes puri, curd rice, tamarind rice, lemon rice. But they weren't just meant for us, they were meant for everyone strangers, co passengers, people we had never met before. And yet, by the end of the journey, they felt like family. That was my mother's magic. A simple act of sharing food, and suddenly a train compartment turned into a home. The journey always began at a crowded platform with luggage that carried more than just clothes. It carried gifts, love, and excitement for a 1 month summer vacation. My parents needed help with the bags, so a coolie would always assist us. But once a journey had stayed with me for decades. I was 9 year old then. And though my grandfather had passed away when I was very young, this trip gave me something unexpected, a memory of him one last time. Like always, we boarded the train. I rushed to my favorite place, the window seat. There was something magical about it. Trees seemed to move along with the train. People outside always looked in a hurry, and somehow the world felt different from inside. Soon, my mother opened the lunch boxes. Food was shared, stories were exchanged, and strangers became companions. My plate was full, not just with what my mother had prepared, but also with idli and poha shared generously by others. While everyone was busy talking, I sat quietly near the window, holding a coin in my hand. It was a small ritual of mine. Every time the train crossed a river, I would throw a coin into it. A promise I had made as if it would somehow help shorten the journey to my village. The train passed through the dark, silent tunnel where only the sound of the engine echoed around me. And then we reached the river. But this time, the river looked different. There was hardly any water, a few cattle grazed here and there, and a thin stream flowed weakly. I felt disappointed and uneasy. Sindhu Chechi, my grandmother's caretaker, had once told me that rivers lose their water when they are angry. And as a child, I believed her. Looking at that river, I couldn't help but wonder, was the river angry? And would I ever visit my village again? Even then, I held on to my promise and threw the coin. By evening, the train grew quieter. Lights dimmed, vendors stopped appearing, and conversations slowly faded. My mother prepared my bed on the upper berth, and there I was, lying comfortably, excited to reach my village the next day. The night passed peacefully with good nights exchanged among new friends who no longer felt like strangers. The next morning, Chaya, Chaya, Chaya. That familiar call echoed through the train, and I knew we had reached Palakkad. But the journey was not over yet. We still had 4 more hours to go. After stepping into the platform, we took a taxi. And then came what my mother called bus number 11, which simply meant walking. We stopped at Ayer's shop for some food. And that's when a helper from my grandmother's home joined us. Someone familiar, someone who belonged to that place. He helped carry our luggage quietly, becoming a bridge between us and the village we were returning to. And then we began the final stretch on foot. Cool breeze, clear flowing streams, the beauty of Bharatapura, and greenery all around us. Strangely, the journey never felt tiring. The journey did not tire us, it felt refreshing, as if it was gently unfolding a new story for my family and me. Some journeys don't just take you to a place, they take you to a memory. That's all for the day. Do let me know your thoughts about this chapter by writing in the comment section. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.